So good morning, everyone. Today again, we'll start the punctuation marks. And in punctuation marks, today we will learn about exclamation mark, quotation mark, apostrophe, and hyphenate. Okay. So let's start with the exclamation mark. So this is the mark. This is the sign of exclamation mark. And it is used after exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences means sentences which are showing some showing importance, great importance, or you can say they have some surprise. So use exclamation points to show emphasizes or surprises. Emphasizes means great importance. Do not use the exclamation point in formal business letters. When you are writing an application to your principal or any letter which is written to some authority, we never use exclamation points in that letter. Okay, like I am truly shocked by your behavior. This is a surprising sentence, that I am to be really shocked by your behavior. So we have just put what? Exclamation mark here. Next is yours, quotation marks. So these inverted commas, this one and this one. This is the starting, this is the ending. They are used of to the exact words of a speaker, means they are used to start the exact words of a speaker. Now we'll see the rules. Okay, so Harshit, sorry, Garvit, everything is clear, no? You can see the rules page. Just give me a thumb up. Rule number 1, yes, okay. So now rule number 1 says put full stops and commas, full stops and commas always go inside quotation marks. Now quotation marks. What are quotation marks? First we should know this. So quotation marks are what? They are speech marks or talking marks, or you can say the words which are exactly spoken by the speaker. She said. So she said that you need to hurry up. So these are the exact words. We are not doing any changes. Okay. Suppose if I say our principal ma'am announced that tomorrow will be a holiday. So what are the exact words of ma'am? Tomorrow will be a holiday. You are not doing any changes. Now, when you are ending the sentence, you are putting full stop. So this full stop should be within these quotation marks. ऐसा नहीं कि you are putting this sign and then you are putting full stop. Then your sentence will be wrong. Okay. Always put after she said, because she said what? These are the exact words. Said, asked, इनके बाद ही आपको ये comma लगाना है, and then you have to put these quotation marks and then the exact word inside this quotation mark. Second, if the sentence is ending with full stop, you will put it full stop here and then quotation mark. Same, if your sentence is ending with, if the exact words are ending with question mark, then again we will put question mark and then inverted commas. Like the placement of question mark with quotes follow logic. Harshita and Shubhika, turn off your videos, please. If a question is in quotation marks, the question mark should be placed inside the quotation marks. What do you mean? It means like she asked. Now these are the exact words and it is a statement or a question sentence. It is a question sentence. So will you still be my friend? Question mark, and then you will put inverted commas. Now coming to the next point. When you have a question outside quoted material and inside quoted material, use only one question mark and place it inside the quotation mark. Now here you can see, did she say and may I go? Both have a question. So where are you going to put question mark? You will put question mark in the sentence which is showing, which is placed in the quotation mark. Like, did she say, comma, may I go, question mark, and then inverted commas. So in the second sentence which is showing question, in this one you are going to put your question mark. You will not put it here. Next, Use a single quotation mark for quotes within quotes. Now, quotes within quotes means quotes, I told you, exact words or speech marks. Now, see, he said. Suppose if I write in place of he, if I'm writing Ram. So, Ram said, these are the exact words spoken by Ram. What Ram said? Ram said that Daniel said, do not treat me that way. Okay. Now, this is one full quotation, and inside this quotation, one more speech is there, is shown. Okay. So, if there is one more quotation with quote between another quote, you will show that quote with single inverted comma. How? He said, comma. Now this full quotation quote you are writing in one line. So you have input two inverted commas. Daniel said. Now what Daniel said? Comma. Do not treat me that way. So this quote which is inside one more quote, you will put this in single inverted commas. And here how many commas will come? Inverted commas. You can see 3, because this one, first one is of this sentence or this quote, and these 2 are of this full quote. Okay. So next is use quotation marks to set off a direct quotation only. Set off means to start. If your sentence is directly starting with a quotation, then what will you do? You will start the sentence with quotation mark. When will you be there, here or there? Question mark, closed, comma, he asked. Just opposite of this. Here it is starting with he said. Here it is starting with quotation marks. Direct quotation. Okay. Do not use quotation mark with quoted material that is more than 3 lines in length. Now here everywhere you can see this is one line quotation, one line quotation, one line quotation. If your quotation is more than 3 lines, then we do not use quotation mark. Okay. We can use colon and then we can start the paragraph. The author said, colon, and then you can write 5-6 lines what the author said. Next is apostrophe. Okay. Apostrophe, this is the sign of apostrophe placed above the word. If placed below the word, it is comma. And with apostrophe, we use S also. Okay. Now, rules. Use apostrophe with contractions. When you contract the word, when you make the word small, and it is always placed at the spot where one or more letters have been removed. Like, if I just extend this word, it is do not, is not, you are, she is. But I have contracted and I have made don't, isn't, you are, she's. So first word, I am not changing anything. I have just removed O from this word. Not, is not, I have removed O from not. Again, you are, so A is removed. She is, so I is removed. And in place of these words or letters, what I have removed, what I have put apostrophe. So I have contracted these words, I have made them small. Now, second point is saying we also use apostrophe to show possession or to show belonging. When anything is belonging to anybody, okay, like the boy's hat or child's hat. So now when it is singular, you will use boy apostrophe S, boy's hat. Child apostrophe S, child's hat. It means the noun is singular here. But if the name is ending in S or an S sound, then they are also required to have the second S added. Now how? You just see. This is the name, John's and Lee's. Both are ending with S and sound is also S. So you will not put apostrophe before S here because this is the full name. Now you want to show the belonging that the owner of the golf clubs is Mr. Jones. So how will you write? Mr. Jones apostrophe S gold clubs. Oh, sorry, golf clubs. Mrs. Lee's books. So please remember, if the name is ending with S, then you will put apostrophe and then S to show the possession, right? Now, use the apostrophe where the noun that should follow is impiled. Means the meaning or it is not clear, directly shown. It is not suggested or expressed directly. Like, this was his father's, not his jacket. Okay, so here it is not shown directly, indirectly or hint. It is given in hint is given here. Now point number 4 says, when you want to show plural possession, what you have to do? First you will make the noun plural, then immediately you will use the apostrophe. How? What is the plural of boy? Boys. Actor, actress. Okay? Here woman is changing into women and child is changing into children. Now you want to show the possession of plural. So boys is plural and with putting apostrophe, it means two boys' hats. Two actresses' hats. Now here the word or the noun women itself is plural. So what you are going to do? You will put apostrophe and S here. Same children. So apostrophe and S, right? When a singular compound noun with a singular compound noun show possession with apostrophe S at the end of the word. Now see, my mother-in-law's hat. So mother is singular here. So you will put law apostrophe S. It means this hat belongs to my mother-in-law. Now when there is plural compound noun. So first again you will make the first one plural. Okay, like my two brothers-in-law and apostrophe S. So now these hats belong to my two brothers-in-law. Next, use the apostrophe and S after the second name only if two people possesses the same item. Now see the difference. Same sentence, but here you can see Sarah's and Amna's job, but here Sarah and Amna's job. What is the difference? The difference is like Sarah's and Amna's job contracts will be renewed next year. Okay, how? Here, the ownership of the contract, it is separate. Means Sarah's job contract is one and Amna's job contract is another one. Okay, so here the ownership is showing different. But here, Sarah and Amna's job contracts will be renewed next year. So here, they both have joint ownership, which is more than one contract. So this is the difference. Okay, if I say, okay, next is, wait. Never use an apostrophe with possessive pronouns. Okay, Harshit, Garvit, again, see, screen is visible now clearly. I'm on the 8th point. Is it okay? Just give me thumb up. Okay. Now see, never use apostrophe with possessive pronouns like his, hers, its, theirs, ours, yours, whose. Whose book is this? This is his book. Means the owner of this book is he. So you will not write his apostrophe S. Hers pencil box. You will not write her apostrophe S because they are possessive pronouns and they do not use apostrophe. Like when you write a letter, at the end of the letter, what do you write? Yours obediently. So what do you write? Some of the students write your apostrophe S. That is wrong. This is the correct word. We should write yours, yours. Is it clear? Okay. Next, we'll move on to hyphen. This is what? This is dash. अगर हम हाइफन को साइन देते हैं तो वो क्या होता है, एक छोटा सा डैश होता है, ठीक है। नाउ लेट्स रीड अबाउट इट. Now, when you want to check a word in in a dictionary, that whether it is a compound noun, is two words or one word or hyphenated, and you do not find that word in the dictionary, then you have to treat that noun as separate word only, separate words, like eyewitness, eye shadow, eye opener. So if you are finding them with this sign, it means it is a hyphenated word. Otherwise, like eyewitness, it is a single word. It is eyeshadow. Again, it is what? Compound noun. Okay. Now, hyphenate all compound numbers from 21 to 99. When you write these numbers, 21, 22, 23 till 99, you should put a small dash in between. Okay. Like the teacher had 32 children in her classroom. Only 21 of the children were bilingual, right? Next is all spelled out fractions should be hyphenated. How? When you write, you need 1/3 of a cup of sugar for that recipe. Fractions, whenever you are writing fraction, 1/4, 1/5, then it should be hyphenated. Now, point number 4 says, when an adverb is used in a sentence and it is placed before a noun, adverb rather than ly, other adverbs like adverb of manner or time or anything else, not adverb ending with ly. If they are placed before noun, you will hyphenate that adverb. If it is placed after noun, you will write it as a simple word. See, now same thing is written in two different ways. The well-known actress accepted her award. The actress who accepted her award was well-known. Here, this is noun, actress, naming word, and before the actress, this is adverb, well-known. So I have hyphenated it. But here, actress is a noun which is placed first, and then well-known is coming after noun. So here I'm going to write it simply. So this is the difference. If your adverb is coming before noun, you will hyphenate it. If it is coming after noun, you will write it simply. Same, he got a much needed haircut yesterday. So I have put a hyphen sign. Here it is coming after noun. So I have just written it as simple as, okay. His haircut was much needed. So this is simple, no hyphen or no dash mark is here. Same with adjectives. Generally hyphenate between two or more adjectives when they come before a noun and act as a single idea. Now these are two adjectives, but they are acting as single, like friendly looking man. So what kind of man? Friendly looking man. So again, it is coming before noun. So I have just put a dash or a hyphen sign, right? So this was all about your different punctuation marks. Now we'll learn about capital letters, use of capital letters. So capitalization. So let's start. When should we use a capital letter? First words of a sentence. Whenever you are beginning your sentence, the first word of your sentence should be with capital. Second, the pronoun I is always written as capital. Every time it is written as capital, whether it is the starting or it is coming in the middle. Proper nouns. The name of specific people, places, organizations, and sometimes things also. Like Garnet Valley School District, Thomas Jefferson, Glen Mills. Okay, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Indian Removal Act. This way you will write them in capital letter because they all are proper nouns. Next, when you are writing family relationships, like I went shopping for a birthday present for Aunt Sue. I went to tea with mother. So this way also you write it in capital. Next is the names of God, specific deities, religious figures, and holy books like the Bible, Quran, Jesus, God of God the Father. Now, where sometimes we write God in, we sometimes we do not write God in capital letter. So when it is written in this way, do not capitalize the non-specific use of God, right? We are not specifying any particular God. So how will you write? I worship one female God and one male God. Okay. Next is titles preceding names, but not titles that follow, like starting. Okay, like Dr. Akar, Principal Panning, Miss Papa, Principal. So this way, when the titles are starting names, then you will write them in capital. Next, directions that are names. North, south, east, and west when used as sections of the country, but not as compass directions. Very important point. Sometimes when we read or we see that these directions, name of these directions, sometimes they are written in capital, sometimes they are written in small. So when to write in capital and when to write in small? When you are telling that this is the part of the country or section of the country, like the South lost the Civil War, means South part of the country. We live in North India. So we live in the north part of the country. We live in the north section of our country. But if I say travel west and you will reach the Pacific Ocean. So here west is telling me the direction that I have to travel in which direction. So when you are using these names as directions, then you will write in small. When you are using them as sections of the country, you will write them in capital. Same thing. Now, same thing is with seasons also. When you use seasons in title, you write them in capital. Winter of 2015, summer nights of 2020. Okay, but when you are just mentioning simply, then you can write in small. So now, days of weeks, months, years, and holidays, they are written in capital like Flag Day, April, Tuesday, autumn. Okay. Next point is names of countries, nationalities, and specific languages like German, Germany, French, Cherokee, Native American. So they are also written in capital letters. The first word in a sentence, that is a direct quote. This is a direct quote. Why? Because these are the exact words said by William Churchill. So first word of this quote will be in capital. Next, every line of a poem, when you write a poem, every line of the poem should start with capital letter. The major words in the titles of books, articles, and songs. Major words are written in capital, but not short prepositions or the articles, the, or an. Major words will be written in capital, but articles and prepositions like the, or an, they will not be in capital. If they are not the first word, if they are the first word of any title of the book or article or song, then they will be written in capital. Otherwise, they will come in small. Next is members of national, political, racial, social, civic, and athletic groups. They also come in capital letters, like Republican Party, Seminole Indians. Next, periods and events, not but not century numbers, like Jackson era, this is the period, Jefferson administration, Great Depression. So when you are writing about periods and events, they will come in capital, but not century numbers. They will not be in capital. All the trademarks, like McDonald's, this is in capital, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, and Windows. Okay, so these trademarks are always written in capital. Next is words and abbreviations of specific names. Sometimes when you write a message in WhatsApp, you write ASAP. So what does it mean? It means as soon as possible. If somebody dies, How do you message? You write RIP in capital. RIP, what is the full form? Rest in peace. Same, if you want to write Mr., you will write MR. IPS means Indian Police Service. So instead of telling he is an Indian Police Service officer, you can write he is an IPS officer. He is an IAS officer. Means he is doing his job in Indian Administrative Service. Okay, so this is all for today's class. How can we use punctuation marks properly, and how can we use capital letters properly in a sentence?